What's up, YouTube? This is Michael the Entrepreneur, coming back with some more entrepreneurial content. If this is your first time to my page, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel so that you're notified whenever I drop entrepreneurial content. My page is focused on empowering the entrepreneur. Welcome to the first day of the 10-day challenge. The goal of this challenge is for you to actually start your business. And I don't want it to be a hypothetical, I'm starting a business and you have nothing to show for it. You have no website, you have no business name, you don't even know what who your customer is. It's easy to say that you started a business, but in all actuality, it's just like you can name yourself a CEO, but are you really a CEO, right? So the goal of this challenge is to help people actually legitimately start their business. So let's get started. Whenever I start a business, I like to answer the 4 W's. What, who, where, and why. So what I need from you right now is I need you to grab a piece of paper and grab a pencil, and I want you to come back. Good job. Now what I want you to do at the top of the page, I want you to write my business idea. If you want to make it look nice, you can, decorate it, whatever. I don't really care. As long as it's visible, and it should be pretty big. It should be a large font. So the first word I want you to write is what. And I want you to spend your time really thinking about what you want to sell. It's important to know what you want to sell. When you are talking to potential clients, you want them to know what you're selling. You want to be able to say what you're selling in less than 5 seconds. It shouldn't be a long, drawn out 3-minute conversation and the person leaves the conversation like that guy or that girl just was everywhere. I don't even know what their business is about. You don't want that for your business. Very simple, very concise, very short. The second word that I want you to write is who. And with the who, you are going to be creating the ideal customer profile. So if you're an artist, you can actually draw the person and you can, put bubbles around that person and say, these are the different types of things or the characteristics or the habits of my ideal customer. I know in some cases, this can be a little controversial because, you're stereotyping people. But honestly, in the world of business, in the world of marketing, that is what happens. In order for you to get the certain demographic that you want, you need to make sure that you are targeting the certain demographic that you want, i.e., I love baseball, I love football, I love organized sports. I like to consider myself to be an athlete. So when I'm watching sports, there are certain types of commercials that play, especially if you're watching football. What types of commercials would you see? All these different type of meal supplement commercials, or you would see beer commercials, or you would see quick snacks. You wouldn't see like a dinner bean. You wouldn't see a Stouffer's commercial. You would see something that is like party related, or especially during Super Bowl. When the Super Bowl's coming up, you have Party City commercials and all these other commercials that are happening because they know that the demographic of people that are watching that show or watching the games are going to fit in this types of people. So what you want to do is I like to answer 5 questions when I'm thinking about my ideal customer profile. That's number 1 is their age. Number 2 is going to be the sex or the orientation. Number 3 is going to be their income. Number 4 is going to be, I would say, like their habits. Like what are some of the things that I want that customer, to do. And then number 5 is going to be where they live. So where are they at? So that when you are now building and thinking more about your marketing plan, it's going to help you tremendously. So the next word that I want you to write is going to be where. So when you're thinking about the where, you should be thinking about everywhere that you're planning on selling your business. If you're planning on selling it through a store, an online store, if you're planning on, setting up shop at like a farmer's market, there's so many different ways that you can sell and get your product out there. So be creative. Don't limit yourself. A lot of people just limit themselves and they say, hey, COVID's happening right now, so there's no way for me to sell my products besides online. That's not true. I've driven in many different neighborhoods and people are literally selling things from their porch. Honestly, no contact at all. There's a quick exchange or however it is. There's so many different ways that you can sell your products. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do things online because that is honestly where most people are, buying their products, but don't limit yourself. And then the last word that I want you to write is why. And the why is very important. A lot of people, lose motivation when times are hard, or when they don't make a sale, or when they make a mistake. And the why is very important because it keeps you going. It's that fuel that keeps your passion there. So there's 3 things that I want you to answer in this section. Number 1, why that product? So why do you want to sell that product or that service? Number 2, why is it a good opportunity? So why is it a good time now to sell that product? And then number 3, I want you to explain why is it important to you to sell that product. So if you were to sell that product, what does that do for you? Because you always want to make sure at the end of the day, you have to be selfish. You need to be selfish. If you don't think about things from your perspective, sometimes, I'm not saying you have to be a narcissist, but there are times where you need to think about things from you, from how you are feeling. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that's going to be grinding this out. And if it's not beneficial for you and you don't have a why, what is the point? What is the point? People quit their jobs all the time because they're making a lot of money, but that why is not important to them. That business is not important to them. So what's going to keep you here, what's going to help you through this marathon of being an entrepreneur is going to be that why. So tomorrow, I will be dropping the next video, so make sure you tune into that video. If you like the content of this video, please drop a comment down below. Also, like this video, and if you have not subscribed, come on, please do so by hitting that subscribe button and also banging on that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop some new content. Until the next challenge, let's go.